Onegaishimasu. Okay, Senpai, let's have you lead us in a little warm-up. Senpai Odin, if you'll come forward and lead us in 2 different warm-ups, please. Onegaishimasu. Arigato, Senpai. Arigato. Arigato. Rolling the shoulders. Other way. Okay, Minucci, forward and back. With the Tenkai. Okay, Tenkan Undo, 90 degrees, each. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Ro. Seach. Touch. Okay, 180 degrees, keep your knees bent. Each. Knee. San, Shi, Ho, Rok, Sich, Hach, Sayuendo, Ich, Ni, San, Shi, Ho, Rok, Sich, Hach, Ich, Ni, San, Shi, Ho, Rok, Sich, Hach. Slide step. Ich, Ni, San, Shi, Ho, Rok, Sich, Hach. Ich, Ni, San, Shi, Ho, Rok, Sich, Hach. Okay, Senpai, let's work on your program. So just starting right where we left off, last time we worked on your program with the double shoulder push. Working on Irimi Sugiyashi and Irimi Amiyashi, both footwork for all the techniques, of course. And so now, Uke comes in for that double shoulder push. But this time, they dip down, one hand reaches down to scoop around the hips or shoot to the hips. So they come in to grab, and then they either add another attack or they realize you're doing something to their original attack, and then they also add another part to that attack. So they go in for a grab or a push, and then one arm goes down. And that could be because you're either holding this arm here, so they have to use one arm, or they have just instantly reached down with one arm and still keeping that there. So let's start with Hidari Hanmi, and we'll start with Irimi Sugiyashi. Now, what we're going to do basically, once we do our footwork, get off the line, get out of the way, we're going to go into Ikkyo. So when we are doing Irimi Sugiyashi, we're going to work it so that this arm is the one that comes down to go around the hips. So the hand at the forward shoulder stays there. And the other hand at the rear side, rear shoulder, is the one that drops down to wrap around your legs or your hips. Okay, so again, let's start in a Hanmi, one leg in front of the other, so we can discriminate between Sugiyashi and Amiyashi. But let's have our arms down as if it comes out of nowhere. It's a very quick surprise attack. So we're not out here. But we have to then respond right from here. So good, Hidari Hanmi. So they're coming in. So if I come towards you, if I just get an illustration, I'll be doing this. So we're going to move to their Ura. Irimi Sugiyashi. Right hand comes over to your shoulder to grab their hand and connect it to your body. We're going to turn the hips and step with the left leg in front for omote. And then right leg over, take them off their base and down on the left knee for the pin. Okay. So Irimi Sugiyashi, reach over. Now imagine they're trying to bend down and grab around your right leg or right hip. So what you're going to do is you're going to turn your hip and step with your left leg so you angle them down. And that gets this away, right? So one hand is up here, other hand's reaching down here. We turn the hip, step in, moving that leg away. Okay, and then we can add a slide step, which is that basic Ikkyo, right? And then a big step off. Okay, so there's a bit to that. So we'll need to work that out a little bit. Here, Misugiyashi. Again, keep in mind when you come across, grab that hand, that's a potential strike. So if you need to, that could be a palm heel strike. As you go across, you might need a strike to buy you some time, to give you more time. If I just go here, they might strike me with the other hand instead of coming down to the grab. So this is a distraction, and if necessary, possible strike. So right hand to left shoulder. Imagine they're dipping down to shoot to the leg or hip. And so I'm turning my hip to push Ikkyo through and down. And then slide step in to get extra kazushi and work good basic movement. And then big step off with right leg, take them off their line, down the left knee. Okay. Now let me know if you have any questions about that, Senpai. If you're not sure about the visualization, if you're not sure about exactly what we're doing in each part of this move. Here, Misugiyashi, reach across like Minuchi, that's potential protection or offense, defense or offense. Then you grab the hand, going low to that right leg, we turn the hips, slide step in, press them down even more, big step off the right leg, taking them away from their center and down. A couple more times. Okay. Sugiyashi, grab, turn the hips and step in, slide step in again, offline, down. Sugiyashi, hand goes across their face, grab their hand, they're shooting low to the right leg, turn your hips, slide in, big step off. Pin. Oh, you guys froze there. Okay, we're back. Okay, let's do a couple more on that side. I'm not sure how long you guys are frozen. Okay, here we go. Left side forward. Sugiyashi, hand comes across their face. Grab the hand on your shoulder. You're dipping down, going for that back leg or hip. Extend forward, turn your hip, slide step in, big step off, down on the left knee, pin. Use your torso, your upper body, to help you with the leverage for that pin. Okay, once more. Sugiyashi, reaching across, turn the hip and slide in. Big step off and down. Okay, Senpai, let's go to the other side. Migi Hanmi. So still doing Omote and Sugiyashi. Sugiyashi, go across their face, to grab their hand on your right shoulder. They're dipping down. So extend your Minuchi and turn your hip to keep them away from your hip. Slide step in for basic middle position for Ikkyo. Big step off with your left leg, down on your right leg. Use the leverage of your whole body for the pin. Migi Hanmi. Okay. Sugiyashi. Minuchi across their face. Hand to their hand. We're dipping down to your left leg. Pardon me. Left hand out. Left hand out, cross their face. Grabbing the hand on your right shoulder. Turn your hips. Slide in. Big slide away, step down on the right knee. Keeping them down with the right hand and arm, extending their arm across their body with the left arm. Okay? Here we go. Sugiyashi, so it's the left hand going across their face, grabbing their hand on your right shoulder. They're dropping down to grab your hip or your leg. Extend out and turn your hips, keep them away from your hip. Slide in for that middle position in Ikkyo. And drop down, get them as low as possible. And you could finish it here. You could either throw them down here, let go and push them down. Or if you stay connected, you take them to the next level, the next place. Down on the right knee. Okay, let's do that side one more time, Senpai. Okay. Sugiyashi, left arm comes up. The grab, turn the hips and step in with your right leg. Extend down. Big step off with your left leg, dropping down to the right knee. Okay. Now let's stay with Sugiyashi and do the Ura. So let's go to Hidari again. So it's going to be the same setup. They come in. We're going to say this arm here is going to stay on your shoulder. This arm here are dropping down to wrap around your hip or your leg. So we're going to do the same thing. The back arm comes around to grab their hand. Remember, that's a Minuchi going across their face. That could be offense or defense. Okay, Sugiyashi. Right arm comes over to grab the hand. And now we're going to step Ura. So as we do the Ikkyo, step behind Ura with the left leg, Tenkon, Tenkai, sinking down on the left knee. Okay. So I'm not sure how much of that you guys remember or how much you can kind of visualize it in your head without an actual partner. So let's do a few of those. Okay. So, Hidari. Sugiyashi, right hand, back hand comes across. They're shooting to your back hip or your back leg. So enter Ura to get out of the way. Ikkyo down, downward Manuchi. Tenkon. Don't forget about the Tenkai, Senpai. Tenkai, Tenkai, Tenkai. Sinking down should be your left knee. Yes, good job. Okay, a couple more times. So, Sugiyashi, right hand comes across. Their other hand, it's their left hand, comes down to grab the leg or the hip. So step to the Ura with the front foot. Tenkon to the Ura, Tenkai. And pin. Okay, once more, Senpai. Okay. Sugiyashi, grab, enter Ura, Tenkon Ura, Tenkai and down. Let's do that one more time. Make it fairly smooth like that. Okay. Sugiyashi, reach across, enter in behind with the left leg, Tenkon back, Tenkai and down. Okay, Senpai, let's work that on the other side. Migi. So if I was your partner, I'd be coming in like this. This hand's going to stay on your shoulder. This is coming down to your left leg or hip. Okay, so that means we want to get out of the way with Sugiyashi in this case. Grab the hand on your shoulder, your right shoulder. They're coming around here. So do a slide step to the Ura. Tenkon to the ura, tenkai. Sink onto the right knee. Use your weight and your torso for the pin. Sugiyashi. Left hand comes up. Enter with the right leg to the ura. Tenkon behind. Tenkai. Sink. So right knee is down. Okay, Migi Hanmi. Sugiyashi. Left hand comes up a Minuchi to grab the right shoulder, your shoulder, where their hand is. They're shooting down here. Come offline by entering into the ura. Tenkon, tenkai. And a couple more times, Senpai. Okay. Sugiyashi, left hand comes up to grab. Right hand comes to their elbow. Your right leg, step behind them to the ura. Tenkon behind them, tenkai. You're going to get tenkon and tenkai. So don't forget to do a tenkon and a tenkai. It's like drilling down. Okay, a couple more times. Sugiyashi, grab, enter ura, tenkon, tenkai. Okay, let's see you do it, Senpai. Hey. Okay, you froze up again. Okay, let's try a couple more times. I thought you were standing there just watching me, and I saw the screen was frozen. So let's do a couple more times. Okay, let's try it. All right. Okay, right side forward. Sugiyashi, left hand comes up to grab. Enter with your right leg to the ura. Step back with your left leg. Tenkai. Okay, a couple more times. Sugiyashi, grab, enter ura. Tenkon, tenkai, hand. Ready, right leg forward. Sugiyashi, grab, enter ura, tenkon, tenkai, sink. Good. One more time on that side. Okay. Sugiyashi, grab, enter ura, push their elbow with your right hand, tenkon, tenkai. Okay. Now we need to do Ayumi Ashi. Ayumi Ashi, stepping with the back leg. That means we actually have to do things differently. We have to grab the other way. Let's say we're Migi Hanmi, right leg forward. They're going to come in to grab, and they're going to grab the back shoulder. So we switched it from Sugiyashi. Sugiyashi, they're grabbing the front shoulder, and then the other arm, they shoot to the hip. When we do Ayumi Ashi, we're going to play the other scenario, the other possibility, that they're going to hold on with the hands grabbing the back shoulder, and they shoot to the leg or hip to the front side. Okay? So that means the partner is coming in like this, and they're going to shoot here to your right hip. So if you're in Migi Hanmi, that means they're going to come here. I'm going to grab hold of your back shoulder and try to reach down to your right hip or right leg down here. Okay. So that means we're going to grab with the right hand, grabbing across, grabbing the hand on the back shoulder here, the left shoulder. So Irumi, Ayumi, Ashi, and grab the shoulder. They just try to grab your right leg or right hip and you've just moved it. Now we're choosing to do Ura, so push Ikkyo down as you slide in for Omote. Big step off with the right leg. Down on the left knee. Okay. So that's Migi Hanmi, right side forward. You're coming in. You're going to grab your left shoulder, your back shoulder. Other hand comes down to your right leg. Okay. So we do Irumi, Amiashi. Right hand comes up, potentially striking, grabbing at the left shoulder. We just moved the right leg that they tried to grab. So now doing Ikkyo, turn your hip a little bit so you can get their hand off your shoulder and push their elbow down. Slide step in for basic Omote. Big step off with the right leg. Down on the left knee. Okay, a couple more times. Okay. So, Irumi Amiashi, right hand grabs to your shoulder. Turn your hip to get their hand off, and so you can push Ikkyo down. Slide step in for Omote. Big step off for the finish. And one more time. So that's Migi Hanmi. Okay. Irumi Amiashi, right hand grabs. Turn your hip, slide in with your left leg. Omote. Big step with your right leg. Okay. Hidari. Okay. Left leg forward. Left leg forward. That means partner's coming in like that. I'm coming in to push. I leave this hand on your right shoulder, your back shoulder. This hand comes down to grab the forward side, your left leg. Okay. So, Irumi Ayumi Ashi. Right hand reaches across and grabs. Oh, let's start again. So it's left hand coming across, correct, Senpai? Left hand comes across. Irumi, Ayumi-ashi. Turn your hips a bit so you can get their hand off your shoulder and you can extend down with your hand on their elbow. Slide in with your right leg, so that's omote. Big step off with your left leg, down on the right knee and the pin. Okay. So, hidari. They end up holding on to the back shoulder as they try to wrap their arm around your forward leg or left hip. Irumi Ayumi-ashi. Left hand grabs across. Turn your hip and press through and down. Slide in with your right leg. That's omote. And you could pause here. Pause here to show a good middle position for Ikkyo. And then big step off with the left leg, down on the right knee. Okay. A couple more times. Hidari. Irumi Ayumi-ashi, left hand grabs, right hand to their elbow. Slide in with your right leg. Big step off with your left leg. Take them off their balance. Pin using your whole body. Okay, so left leg forward. Ayumi-ashi, left hand grabs. Turn your hip as you step in with your right leg. Big step with your left leg down on your right knee. Okay, one more time. Ayumiyashi, left hand grabs. Slide in with your right leg. Drop the hand into downward manuchi. Big step with the left leg. Down. Pin. Okay. Let's work that same side and do ura finish. Same side, so it's Hidari still. Ayumiyashi, left hand grabs. Now the right leg steps behind them, ura. Right hand to their elbow, right leg behind them. Tenkon. Don't forget Tenkai. And down. Yes, on the right leg. Good. Okay. So that's Hidari. Left side forward. Ayumiyashi. Left hand comes up into Manuchi and then to grab. Right hand comes under their elbow. As we step in behind them with the right leg. Tenkon, back. Tenkai, around and down. On the right leg. Right knee. That's correct. A couple more times. Ayumiyashi, left hand does Manuchi. Grab. Right hand comes under their elbow. Right leg goes behind them, ura. Left leg behind, tenkon. Tenkai, and down, and pin. Left leg forward. Ayumiyashi, left hand grabs. Enter ura with the right leg. Tenkon with the left leg. Tenkai and down. Pin. One more time. Ayumiyashi, left hand grabs. Enter ura. Tenkon. Tenkai. Sink. Okay. Ayumiyashi into ura on the other side. So migi hanmi. Migi hanmi. So partner's coming in, grabbing here, reaching down here. So reaching down to your right side. So you got to reach up with your right hand. So irimi amiyashi. With your right hand, you're grabbing their hand. Left hand under their elbow. Left leg, step behind them for ura. Right leg, tenkon. Tenkai, sink. Good. Okay, migi hanmi. So again, coming in this way, I'm going to grab here and shoot down here. So we need to reach across this hand. So we do irimi amiyashi, right hand reaches to grab. Left leg slides into the ura. Left hand under their elbow. Right leg does a tenkon. Tenkai. Sink. That's right. Good. You got the tenkai in there. So Odin, that's good. That's good tenkai. Okay. Right leg forward. Ayumiyashi. Right hand reaches across to grab. Left hand under their elbow. Left leg slides to their ura. Right leg, tenkon. Tenkai, sink. Okay, so right leg forward. Ayumiyashi. Right hand grabs. Enter in ura. Tenkon. Tenkai. Sink. Good, good. Couple more times. Right leg forward. Ayumi Ashi. Right hand grabs. Enter Ura. Tenkon. Tenkai. Sink. Good. You're all getting the Tenkai in there. Very good. Let's do that one more time. Good. I'm seeing all the footwork. Tenkon and Tenkai and a good sink to the knee. It's very good. Ayumi Ashi. Grab. Enter Ura. Tenkon. Tenkai. Sink. Pin. Very good, guys. So that's all the variations for going into Ikkyo when they're trying to shoot to the leg or the hip. There's one other technique from this grab, from this push. And that's where they come in for the push and then both hands drop. They go in for a fully committed shoot to the hips or legs. They come in and they just drop for, it's like a tackle or a wrestling. And wrestling is called shooting. Football, it's like a tackle. So they come in and they just drop both hands. So this is when we do Kaitenage. Remember this? Kaitenage. Okay. So let's just do a couple of those because I see that we're getting pretty much at the end time. So let's have the right leg forward. Migi Hanmi. Of course, we do Sugieshi and Ayumi-ashi. So let's do Sugieshi. So I'm going to come in and then I shoot this way, my head on this side. And you're going to enter Sugieshi. Away from the head if you can. Sometimes you can't have enough time to decide that or do that. You just get offline. But it's a little bit safer for both people if we go to the side where the head is not. But as I said, in the real situation, you may not have time to work that out. You just get offline and keep good shape and have good movement. But proper uke would come in and they're going to go this way. Head to your left side so you can enter to the right. Okay? Migi Hanmi. Imagine the partner's coming in. At the very last second, they drop. Very last second, they drop. So, Sugieshi, right hand is low under their arm. Left hand will go on top of their head or their neck to keep them down. Use your blade, your hand blade. This is downward manuchi. Of course, use your weight. You sink, use your weight to drop them down. Let's just do that part again, okay? So the very part of that, first part of that move is Irimi Sugieshi. Get out of the way. This hand on the back of the head or neck, this head under their arm, so they can't wrap their arm around you. Okay, everybody here? And then Tenkon to throw them. We're going to do Tenkon and Tenkai, but right now we'll just do Irimi Sugieshi and Tenkon, and that'll be good for today. And then we'll finish the review next Friday or next class. We have a chance to do this. Okay, so right leg forward. Sugieshi. Left hand on the back of their head, right hand under their arm. Tenkon to get rid of them, throw them away. Good, a couple more times, then we'll do the other side. Okay, so if you watch, when I do my Sugieshi, I drop down under their arm, and this comes down the back of their head or neck. And this scoops up under their arm as I do my Tenkon. Okay, let's do that. So here they come, offline. So right hand's low, left hand is on back of their head. Tenkon. Good finish, Odin. Good sharp finish. Okay, one more time on that side. Sugiyashi, right hand low, left hand on the back of the head, Tenkon. Good, good. Other side. So, Hidari Hanmi. Sugiyashi, left hand low to scoop up under their arm so they can't wrap the arm around you. Right hand on the back of their head or back of their neck. Big, strong Tenkon. Throw them away. Yeah, I see a really strong finish where you have a strong forward stance, a strong extension because you have to propel them. Okay? Left leg forward. Sugiyashi, drop down. Left hand is low. Right hand on the back of their head or neck. Big Tenkon. Okay, 2 more times, Senpai, and then we're done. Let's make them good. Sugiyashi, sink, left hand low, right hand on the back of the neck or head. Big Tenkon. Big extension, big movement. Good, 1 more time. Good finish, all of you. Okay. Sugiyashi, sink, big Tenkon. All right. So feet parallel, shoulder width, hand at your center. Let your weight enter into the ground through your legs. Let your breath rest in your belly. And the arms and the whole body expand as you breathe in. Everything comes back to your center as you breathe out. Breathe in deep through the nose. Long breath out through the mouth. It's like a balloon. You fill with air so everything expands and rises a bit, just like a balloon. And just like a balloon, as it empties with air, you sink. Everything expands and fills. Breathing out, everything empties and sinks. So use your mind and your breath. Good. Hands to the center, breathing in, coming up. Breathing out, dropping down. Make sure your knees are bent so that you're shock absorbing that impact with your legs. Breathing in, breathe out, drop. Breathe in, it's like you're pulling the energy up. Breathe out, it's like you're sending the energy down. Pulling the breath in and up, sending the breath down. Okay, breathing in, breathing out. And again, sideways. This way it's a little bit different than before, going behind your back a little bit, and then totally in front of your center. Breathe in, you open up your chest, your arms go behind you a little bit. Breathe out, now we're opening up the back. 2 more times, breathing in, opening up the chest. Breathe out, opening, stretching the back. Once more, expanding on the in-breath. Coming back to the center on the out-breath. And settle the weight. Fill the abdomen with your breath. Good. Let's bow out, Senpai. Domo arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you, Senpai.